It's the B-Tatum Show. It's the B-Tatum. 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 It's the B-Tatum Show. It's the B-Tatum Show. It's the B-Tatum. 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 It's the B-Tatum Show.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies? My title sucks. I'm gonna have to change the title of this video. Let me see. What should the title be? What should the title of this video be? No, I can't do that. I want to say America Fights Back. That ain't gonna go. That ain't gonna go well. What should I title it? Y'all give me a good title. Y'all ain't even ready. All right, I'm just gonna title Let's Go Brandon. Let's see what happened to it. But anyway, thank y'all for joining, man. I was late. I totally was cooking. I totally forgot. I forgot to go on my own show. I was down there cooking. But I got it with me tonight. My boy, my brother from another mother, ABL. What's up, ABL?
Everything's good, man. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. So, brother, I know we can't talk about the nitty-gritty of what's going on, the new found problem in America. But I want to say this, and I'm not going to go too deep into it. And this is in no way, form, or fashion an endorsement or an encouragement or a discouragement for any sort related to the Fauci ouchie and all that other stuff. But all I'm saying, I thought it was mysterious that the 300 NFL players have tested positive for the new variant, and majority of them are vaccinated. And I just think that it's interesting. That's all I say about it. It's interesting. The reaction of people in the smoke shop. They told me, "Oh, this is the numbers," and I'm like, "Aren't everybody vaccinated?" They go, "Yep." I said, "Okay, all right, we'll see. I guess we got to get some more boosters." I want to jump to this one thing real quick, man. I was watching this video earlier, and I thought it was the craziest thing that I've ever seen in my life. This police officer literally cowered.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh,
that
my
video was crazy.
God. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this police officer. Literally, I thought it was a Keen and Peele skit, but it wasn't. This was real life. Let me put it up on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers' discretion is advised. I want y'all to watch this with us. And I want you to comment in the comment section. What do you think about what you're about to see? And I know some of you guys probably watched the live stream earlier. I did a little bit of it. But let me know what you think about what you're about to see. Roll the film. So and just so you guys know, it's going to start out without sound because this cop didn't even use his body-worn camera initially. He didn't push the body-worn camera yet. So he's made contact with this guy. The guy's walking away, got his hands in his pockets, and the cop isn't giving any real commands to him. And you'll see he's going to walk towards the officer and walk back, and then the body-worn camera is going to activate. All right, you'll see it. You'll see it. Give it a second. All right, now he pushed the body-worn camera.
Can I receive what you have? Okay, put it down on the ground.
He pulled out a gun. He said, "Can I see what you have?" He pulled out a gun, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, y'all, wait! You're a rookie. You're a rookie. You're a rookie. You don't know. You're a rookie. Go.
You're a rookie. You're a rookie. Go, 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 go. Run away. Run away. And the officer goes behind a wall and obstructs his visual of a man with a gun.
Okay, stay right there.
He don't get on the radio. He don't announce, "Hey, I got a man with a gun. I'm at this apartment complex, this location, this apartment number. Send me some units." The man just pulled a gun on me. He says nothing.
There. Do not move. Stay right there.
What?
Just stay over there.
Please, sir. Please. Please. Please don't do that.
73, I got a guy with a gun. I'm not doing anything. Look, I'm not doing, don't shoot.
He points the gun at him. "Don't shoot."
Don't shoot.
I'm
not.
I'm finna shoot your ass.
Don't
punk.
shoot.
I'm
Don't
finna
shoot.
shoot your bitch ass. Don't drop the gun.
I
Drop the
don't
gun.
have it. Look.
Look.
I don't have it. I don't have it. Shots fired. Shots fired. The guy has a gun over here. Isabella. I'm okay, but I need backup.
Yeah, there's so much there. Now, first of all, did he get hit? Do you know if he got hit?
I think that the officer is the one that fired the shot at the suspect. The suspect got hit. I don't think the officer got hit.
Okay, now hold on. We gotta go from the top because you were an officer. You probably been in the same situation where somebody got a gun. You running up on them. Now, okay, you running up on somebody and you like, okay, what you got? First of all, you see they got their hands in their pocket. That's a red flag right away. Hands in their pockets. What's going on? I can't see your hands. So if you see something like that in your mind, what are you thinking about at that moment when you see the hands in the pockets?
Well, there's a dynamics to this, right? Because and I'm gonna read the little description here, but there's dynamics here, right? It depends on why the officer is there. Because if the officer is there because of a suspicious person, he has the right to detain this person to do an investigation. So he has a right to tell the guy, "Don't pull out a gun, put your hands out your pockets." All of those things are applicable by law. The officer can say that. If he's just somehow walking through an apartment complex, right, and he runs into a guy that's not detained, the guy don't have to do anything. A guy can pull a gun out. But this doesn't seem like this was the case. Let me pull this article. Let me pull this part up here. And so this is from Police Activity, which is a great YouTube channel. I mean, God, they have all of the body-worn cameras, and I think you guys can probably read it a little bit. So the video, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma Police Department released body-worn camera footage of an officer-involved shooting that happened on December the 8th, 2021. Police said Officer Andrew Ash responded to the disturbance call at an apartment complex, the 6300 block, just after 8 p.m. Upon arrival, police said Officer Ash came in contact with suspect. So he came in contact with the suspect. He had a right to detain him. He had a right to ask him to show his hands. And it says 40-year-old Anton Hill in the breezeway of the complex. No longer after, the police said Hill reached in his pocket and pointed a pistol at Officer Ash. At this point, police said Officer Ash discharged his weapon at Hill. Police said Hill then fled into an apartment and later surrendered to officers after an hour-long standoff. Hill was not injured. He was booked into the Oklahoma Detention Center. Officer Ash has been placed on routine administrative leave. He actually should be fired, if you ask me.
I mean, that whole thing was crazy. You see the gun. It's like, okay, put it down. It's like you talking to a little kid. It's like, sir, don't you understand? You got a suspect with a gun. He pulls it out of his coat pocket. He's right there. You can't do this whole little baby stuff. And then right when I heard the whole you're a rookie, you're a rookie. When I heard something, if I was to hear that, I would like, oh man, this is all bad. This is all bad because now he sees your weakness. He smells it instantly right away. And the guy's 40 years old, probably already been in jail before, probably already dealt with officers. He already know how to do this. But the guy apparently did not. He probably was a rookie or he was just scared. And you know what? I'm going to say this. They keep trying to demonize officers, right? They want to say defund the police and ACAB, all cops are bad. And we got to do more community outreach. And we got to do all this and that and the third. Well, if you want to do all this soft stuff, what you're going to get is some guys that are A, corrupt, or B, cowards. Cowards. And you can't have corrupt people or cowards out there on the street because you're going to have a guy like this with a pistol. And that's dangerous for everybody. That's dangerous for the suspect. It's dangerous for the officer, for everybody in the apartment complex. Imagine somebody come out with their kids. They going to somebody basketball practice. Here is 40-year-old dude with a gun acting crazy. He's just shooting. Like, this is all bad.
Dude, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. This guy is supposedly a part of a disturbance call. Clearly.
Yeah.
He's nuts. And he has a gun. I mean, what is to say, just hypothetically speaking, just say that this guy was going to go through the apartment complex and shoot everybody he saw. This officer was in a position to apprehend him and eliminate him as a threat to the public, which is what people pay tax dollars for police officers to do. You shouldn't have to be worried about stuff like this when you pay taxes. If you didn't have to pay tax for law enforcement, then you should be worried about this. But the cops should have addressed this. Now, just imagine if he'd have shot the cop in the head, boom, took the cop's weapons, and he would have went into every apartment complex and started unloading on people.
Yep.
What would they say? Now, I think that he was afraid because he's black and the officer is white.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to have to smoke a black man that is pointing a gun at him. And the guy even said, drop the weapon. Like the suspect told the officer, here, I'm going to play it for y'all again. The suspect, it's like a Keen and Peele skit.
Drop the gun.
I don't have it. Look. I don't have it. I don't have it.
Tell him, drop the gun. Told the cop to drop the gun. I think this, well, the fact that the cop didn't die, I think this is really funny. He tell him to drop the gun.
Yeah, it's crazy. You got kind of like a reversal, just switching positions. It's like, okay, now I'm the cop. Now I'm the cop. I'm the officer now. That's what's going on.
Dude, this guy needs to get fired. And the reason I say that is because he is a danger to the public as a police officer, because you got to be able to act. This guy could have, just say if this guy was an individual that had already done a crime against another person and now he's out on the loose, just say he's America's Most Wanted, and you had an opportunity to stop this guy in his tracks. He was in an hour-long standoff. So, you know, more officers could have gotten hurt. He could have taken somebody hostage. I mean, this is just all bad. And I think this speaks to the climate that we're in, where police are absolutely deathly afraid to respond. They can't respond. They're afraid.
Yeah, they can't really do much. And that could be part of the plan, to have officers scared so they don't do anything and just let a lot of these young criminals, young gangbangers do whatever they want. Old gangbangers, this guy was 40 years old. They want to let them do whatever they want. And it could be a way to destabilize a place, destabilize a city. Here come the government. Oh, you got a bad city. You got a record high amount of murders ever since the crack war. You're breaking records in homicide. Well, here comes Big Daddy government. Will come in and will protect, will serve, rather than having your local police force do it. Somebody was telling me that. Somebody was saying that the end game might be for the federales to be police rather than local police forces. And that, now, if you go down that road, we're talking about World War II Germany, and we don't want to go repeat that again.
Yeah, I think that, 100% right. I was thinking the same thing about the potential of them federalizing police, because defunding the police is not going to work. No. You can't defund the police. You have no police. You tell me all these criminals, you see the smash and grabs, People will just be, it'd be lawlessness everywhere if there was absolutely no police.
Yeah.
You know, what they want to do is federalize police so that when somebody's appointed, that person will rule from the Oval Office, rule over the entire country, telling the police officers who to arrest and who not to arrest. Even with the mandates and stuff like this, they can enforce mandates federally. See, right now they can't. And municipalities and states have their own rights and laws. If you start federalizing it, then they say, okay, go to this place, arrest these people because the president said so. Because our military is under the commander in chief. He don't have to. I mean, I think there has to be. I think to a certain degree there may need to be congressional approval, but I don't think so. I think a president can on his own declare or make decisions with the military outside of congressional approval. I think so.
I mean, like when it comes to pushing that button, the nuclear football or whatever, the president got the nuclear football, push the button, the nuke's going off. So he has a lot of power as a president. Now imagine that, like you said, imagine that on your local Houston, Texas police force. That's very dangerous.
Right, 1,000%. I want to talk about this young boy, and it's two people, two heroes in the Black community that have emerged over this last couple of days, and I think it's incredibly crucial to talk about it. Is that me echoing like that?
I don't hear it.
Oh, I hear it a little bit. It's probably me, but the computer is catching up. So, 11-year-old boy saves a choking classmate and a woman from a burning house all in one day. This young man did that in one day.
Yeah, I saw that story. That was crazy. I mean, it was like it was nothing. Like, you know, one kid's in the class choking, and he said he learned the technique to save the kid from choking on YouTube. So shout out to the YouTubers for saving some lives out there. This young boy, 11 years old, learned it from a YouTube video and put it in practice, and then ran into a burning building. It's like, you got everything. You got the whole EMT package at 11 years old. You get to go, sir.
This should be celebrated. This kid is a hero. You know, I often wonder, will we see his face on BLM's page on IG? Let's see. Black Lives Matter. I hope that we would.
I hope so. That'd be great.
I'm expecting that we will. We should see him on BLM's page, right? Black Lives Matter. This is a story, not only a tremendous story for a Black kid, but any human alive saving two lives in one day, especially 11-year-old. So let's go to BLM. Let's go to BLM. 4 million followers. I don't see none of that. I see Potter's house. She got convicted, and of course they're celebrating. Dante Wright, he dead. So what justice did he get? And then they ain't talking about nothing. Here's the next post.
It's all
they got a police interact. Oh, this is
Dante
one
Wright,
of
again.
This is Dante Wright, the same officer?
Yeah, that's Kim Potter. Yep.
Oh, this is another person that she dealt with.
Oh,
Kim Potter, Dante Wright. Let's look at this. Now, they always showing the picture of a guy when he's fresh out of middle school. This ain't Dante Wright when he got shot.
Nah, they show him with them guns and all that kind of good stuff. They don't want to show that part.
Okay. Let me. Y'all hold a second. Hold the phone for a second. You see, BLM ain't got that boy nowhere on there.
Nowhere.
And there's another guy, and I want to play him before we go to the next. Till we go to the next subject, or at least go to that the stuff that I'm gonna pull up. There's another guy. Dan Bongino posted it, but it's all over the internet. Another Black guy who saved this elderly lady, got her purse stolen. Oh, yeah. And I'm not gonna play the sound. The elderly lady got her purse stolen, and the suspect runs out. The young Black man get him. You know what I'm saying?
Toughen him up a little bit, soften him up.
Give him a little rumble in the jungle a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Throw a couple haymakers.
Yeah.
Do a little WWE. You know what I'm saying? But this is here. Let me say this. I think what he did was heroic. I think what he did was awesome. This is also vigilante justice.
Yes, it is.
Right? This is
right.
This is vigilante justice. Now, just say that the guy had a gun and the black guy had a gun, and they got into a standoff, and the black guy shot this guy. Nobody on planet Earth would have anything to say. But if the black man was a white man, and the white man was the one who stole, I mean, a black man was the one who stole, the Good Samaritan was a white man.
Right. Then it'd be a whole different thing. Then it'd be Ahmaud Arbery. But in this case, he celebrated, and he should be celebrated, because you purse snatched the 87-year-old lady in the Kroger. No, sir. Like, regardless of what color, regardless of where you are, that's unacceptable. You're going to get a few of these haymakers straight to the dome.
Look at all this racism going on. Look at all this racism.
So that the sheriff gave him an award, the sheriff, and then posing with the picture with the lady, and it's all love. 2 Americans, perfect.
This is what America is all about. And I believe that most Americans are like this.
Yes.
Most Americans are like this. Most black men, I would say most. I would like to say most. If they saw a woman getting a purse snatch, no matter what color, I don't think that guy was like, she ain't black, I ain't gonna mess with her.
Right.
The instincts of a young man of any race, and I would say black men included, that you see some old lady getting a purse snatched by some fool, you gonna help her out. You're gonna intervene more than likely. And you know what? I think he should be celebrated. Was he on BLM's front page?
All they got is Dante Wright. Every post for like the past 6, 8, 9, 10 posts is Dante Wright. They don't care nothing about nobody doing nothing good, nobody doing nothing positive. You know the funny thing about it, Brandon? When I say they, I mean a lot of these leftists, a lot of these so-called woke folks on the right, the woke conservatives, they say, oh, you guys don't post anything about the good that happens in the black community. You guys don't post. We post more than any Black Lives Matter, anybody like that claim to be all pro-black and blackity black. We do that because it's an American story, but they don't want to do that because they got to hold on to that victim narrative.
Shade Room. 25 million followers on the Shade Room. Let's see if we can find some on the Shade Room. Not this one, 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 not this one. Nothing here. They talk about Kim Potter. They talking about Kim Potter. They talking about Candace Owens. They ain't got nothing about that kid. Now, maybe they do. Let me keep scrolling. Maybe they snuck it in here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it so far. I don't know.
Let's see what date. They don't have the dates on here. Let me see.
Floyd Mayweather's Gucci boots, but I don't see no little kids running into burning buildings.
No, I don't see a black hero. The kid is a black hero. American hero. Don't see him. Don't see him. And these posts got to be from days ago. Nothing on here.
Nope.
And Fox News. I can go to Fox News if you want to go there. Fox. Let's see. Fox News. Go to Fox News. Let's see if Fox News posted about him. I think I found it on Fox News. So one of these posts, Fox News got him right here.
Yep.
Boom. Got
Right
the
away.
young 11-year-old boy. Let's see. I actually saw the other one on Fox News. I don't know if they have it on here, but Fox News at least got this on there. White Supremacist Network got the black kid on here.
Right.
They talking about Candace because they want to say something negative about a black woman, but they won't do nothing positive about the boy.
Nope.
I want to see Dante. I want to see Dante. I can pull up my old video, but I'm gonna Google and see if I can find something on Dante Wright criminal pics. Don't pull up no X-rated stuff. His criminal pictures. Okay. Let's
the guns and the gang signs and all that good stuff.
Let's pull up. This is Dante right here. That's Dante with the gun.
Yeah, with his pistol. Yeah,
with his pistola. This is Dante with a gun. This is the Dante they want you to see. This is the Dante that's out there. And it's funny because they show Kim Potter like this and they show Dante like this. If you're gonna show Kim like this, then show Dante like this. You know what I'm saying? Or show Kim like this and Dante like this, and then keep the narrative. Yeah, but you show her in a mugshot looking distressed, but you don't want to show Dante like this. You don't want to show him flashing money.
And then talk about how he was on the warrant when he was pulled over. It was like what he was accused of aggravated robbery and he like all types of stuff. Gun charge, a little bit of everything. probably the same gun he got right there in that picture that he was on had to charge for.
Click on the article. Dante, look, cute little Dante. Little Dante with his baby. Little Dante had a kid. He was turning his life around. Now this was Dante. This was Dante flashing money with a gun and money and Hennessy. They got a picture of him with Hennessy and stuff. This is a couple more little articles. You know, his mom and them on there crying. She raised a thug. She should go to jail, be fined because she raised a thug. Where's his daddy at? Yeah, he probably ain't got his daddy in his life. Probably. Not unless that's his daddy. And that dude look like a super clown. But no, why, but why is that, ABL? Why do they always post a picture of when they look kids and not post who they were when they actually got shot by the police?
Because they got to hold on to the victim narrative. They can't talk about what really happened. They can't talk about how he had a gun charge, how he might have been on the run, how he had a warrant. They can't talk about that because that ruins the narrative. They want him to be some kind of innocent, sweet little boy, going to church, sing Christmas carols, and then just got gunned down by some racist white cop. That's the narrative they wanted to push, although it's far from the truth.
Yeah, he's smoking weed. He wasn't 21, so he was 20, I believe, when he died. First of all, he got alcohol in his hand right here, which you got to be 21 to drink. He got Hennessy. It looked like a Hennessy bottle. When I did the other video, I saw it was a Hennessy bottle. So he got a Hennessy bottle. He got money, smoking weed, and he got a gun. Having a handgun, you got to be 21 years old to possess a handgun, and you have to be 21 to drink alcohol. He's doing both, all on social media
at the same time, doing everything.
All the crimes at the same time. And then the day he died, now I don't know, it must be his girlfriend or something, but then the day he died, you know, he fighting. He trying to drive off. He wasn't with his kid. He didn't care nothing about his kid.
No,
he cared nothing about his kid, man. And I'm not here to bash the guy or whatever. And that's not the totality of what I'm saying. Oh, that's his daddy. His daddy is right there. I remember seeing daddy on the screen. 2 bums raised a bum. So, you know, I'm not here to just completely bash the kid, but I just want things to be fair.
Because, you know, ultimately, like, all right, he was being arrested for a reason. You know, that's not to say that what Kim Potter did was correct, because obviously it was a mistake. But if he wouldn't have been arrested, if he didn't have the warrant, if he wasn't out there with the guns and the drugs, and then he wouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. So we gotta try to avoid these bad situations rather than just after a bad situation happens, then cry and complain about it. We can't be doing that at all. It's got to be on the right, just like Walter Scott. Now the officer who killed him was wrong, obviously, and he went to jail. But if Walter Scott would have stayed in the car, remained calm, he would still be here. He'd be locked up, but he wouldn't be dead. People got to stop doing the wrong thing, and then maybe the wrong thing won't happen in return.
1000%. I said this at the Revolt Summit, which they cut my whole part out. They cut all of what I said at the Revolt Summit.
Wow.
But I said this during the Revolt Summit, and I said, we need to teach our young men, educate them how to interact with police at traffic stops. They booed me. I wish I could get the raw footage. Everybody will hear they booed me. Boo, boo, and the moderator say, we ain't talking about police right now. You have a police officer on a panel as a representation of law enforcement. Are we not talking about police right now? These people are out of control. And I want to play this other video because I made a video about it earlier. I think I have it searched on here. This another accidental shooting that was done by a female police officer against a black man. And I want us to watch this because just like you said, ABL, it's a reoccurring theme that we can't get ourselves out of. And I don't know why. Why can't we just not make a mountain out of a molehill? So the cop is driving right there. He see the truck. The guy didn't have a seatbelt on. Cop busts the U. He goes to pull over the excursion. Whatever, I think that's an excursion. Expedition. He goes to pull over the expedition, right? So I'm gonna fast forward. The guy initially complied and pulled over, right? So the cop walks up to the door, and this is what it sounds like.
Hello, sir. Yeah.
I'm Officer McCann, Lawrence Police Department. The reason I stopped you not wearing your seatbelt, okay?
Man.
Hey, man.
He said, reason I stop you not wearing a seatbelt. He tries to drive off.
It's like, why even do that? Like a seatbelt, like really, that ain't gonna be nothing. You might even get a warning. You might not even get no ticket. Sir, why drive off? Now you're gonna mess around and get some type of other charge that you weren't even gonna have.
So it gets worse. He actually decided not to drive off.
Oh,
Stop. Stop.
So he cussed at the cop, cuss him. Mother, why you pulled me over? You could have put all those other people over without a seatbelt. I'm trying to go get my kids. He doing all this. The cop said, this would take 4 minutes. He refused to give him the ID. So, of course, it escalates. Another officer gets on the scene. Now they get into a fight. Watch this.
I need you to step out. Step out. Give me your hands. Step out. Hey, don't.
And these women cops that are not equipped to do the job are bother me as well.
yeah.
Anyway,
Don't make this.
Don't talk to me. I want to talk to your motherfucker.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I'm gonna knock you in your mother.
Get out of the car.
I'm not getting out this car.
Get out of the car.
I'm not.
Get out of the
Please
car.
stop, man.
Sir?
You messing up my kids' stuff. Please.
672 starts more units.
No, listen. You came up here and you ain't even listening. This man wrote by every motherfucking body without a seatbelt. And then gonna just pull up behind me.
so he fight him. They get out right here. I'm going to play it when they get out of the truck. So now he got the cop at a disadvantage over here. He's behind his back. Now he finna slam the cop to the ground. And now he's hitting the cop on the back of the head. Now, I'm not too upset with her shooting him because he could have knocked the cop unconscious, beat him unconscious. He's in a dominant position. This is a deadly force situation.
Yeah.
Now, she, like Kim Potter, don't know what they doing, and she ended up shooting the guy.
Surprise.
She
Oh, I
said,
shot him.
I shot him. So she accidentally shot him.
Like, oops.
Now, the difference between her and Kim is Kim went over here and cried and set out over here and left everybody out the drive. She was checked out. This lady at least stayed in the fight. Now, none of this would happen if he would have just not resisted.
It was
Right,
so
ABL?
simple. A seatbelt ticket. I mean, you might be getting a warning. It was no point in doing all the resisting and talking back and all of that. It's like, why? Now you shot. Is he dead?
I think he died.
Losing your life over a seatbelt for what? Just get the ticket or just take the warning and go about your day. That's it. If you don't want to pay it, I'll figure out a way to do something else. I don't know. But don't do this. That's the wrong way to go about it. And what you were saying that the revolt might have helped with this situation to avoid from being in the bad circumstance.
Like I understand the frustration. I've been pulled over before, rarely, but I've been pulled over. And like, I don't want to get pulled over. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's stupid. Why would you pull me over? You wasting my time and your time. However, why would you resist though? You it's a seatbelt. You can go to defensive driving or whatever, and that thing will be off your record. Now you got a resisting arrest and somebody end up shooting you. I don't understand why we can't have more conversations about this stuff and say, just don't get into an altercation with police.
Exactly.
It's really that simple.
It's so simple, but some people just don't want to do it. They want to do what they want to do and the way they want to do it. But the problem is the way they want to do things does not connect with society. You can't just do whatever you want. You gotta, at a certain point, it's got to be rules that everybody follows, regardless of what race you are, whatever, black, white, male, female, it don't matter. Everybody follows the same rules. And if you can't follow the rules, then you're just not gonna be part of society. And that's just what it is.
1,000%. I'm gonna play this video about Walter Scott. Some people may not know who Walter Scott is. Walter Scott, I think he had like a $40,000 warrant for not paying child support, which I consider that to be a deadbeat. I've been paying child support since my son was 3 months old. Ain't missed one payment. So for these cowards out here that won't even pay child support, I have no respect for them. $40,000, I think, behind in child support. So he had a warrant for his arrest, which I think that's also weird too. Put you in jail if you can't pay child support, as if when you go to jail somehow you're gonna start paying.
Right.
But anyway, let's play this video real quick. So this made, y'all know this made all kind of headlines. Walter Scott, innocent black and brown body. I think they may narrate this, but I'm gonna try to skip ahead. So he fights the cop. I want people to understand this. They showing the pictures here. When he got in the car, he fought this cop. They got into a fight. The cop lost, knocked the taser or something out of his hand. The cop picks up a gun, and I think they'll play it. And when he was over here, hold on. This is the crazy part about this. You couldn't just chase him down. Look how he's running. Look how he's running.
You know what happened? When I saw this, I was like, you know what? The officer said, forget it. I'm done. I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot him right now because I don't feel like running. That's what happened in my opinion, because obviously Walter Scott, he's not some type of spry guy. He's not doing no 40-yard dash and 4.0. Like he's hobbling. You could have easily caught him. He was just tired of it. And that's why you go into the penitentiary. That's why he's in jail right now for this, because it was not necessary, and he tried to cover it up.
Yep. So he's gonna walk over here. If Blair Witch Project get their camera together,
right? Cameraman, come on.
He's finna walk over there. He's finna put that taser right next to him.
Yeah.
Man, it's blurry. It's all crazy. Maybe the person will stabilize in a minute. He put the taser right next to him, and what he tried to say was that they got into an altercation with the taser, and then he got into a shooting. However, that's clearly not the case. He shot him in the back, and I think Walter Scott died. But this officer is now in prison for this.
He earned that, unfortunately. But
he got a gold medal for earning that.
He sure did.
I hope he rotted in there.
Yeah.
You can't do this, and you tried to cover it up. And I think the other officer tried to collab with him, which is a black officer, tried to collab in covering this stuff up, and they got toasted. However, you don't get to the point of getting shot in the back if you ain't doing the wobble, shake it, drop it, take it. This dude running like he got 5 left feet. Look at him. How do you not get shot in the back? You don't do this. Why do we always do this?
The crazy part is that he was already in the police car before this. He was in the car.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he was in the car and got out and ran.
The dumbest dude on planet Earth. How did they shoot? Why did they shoot? Let's see. Laquan McDonald was another police shooting that went south. And this is another case where they put the man baby picture on here to try to make Laquan look like he's just this innocent little guy that ain't never did nothing to nobody. This is Laquan.
Oh, yeah.
The
graduation picture and all that.
Graduation.
Always.
They can't find a real one. This is somewhat of Laquan as an adult. I wish they show him on here. They got to show some more pictures of Laquan, because he didn't look like this. He was thugging.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this though. Like in a lot of these hood environments, there's no pictures of the kids. They get the school pictures and that's it. Ain't too much else. Maybe you got a cell phone picture captured somewhere, but for the most part, they don't take pictures like that.
Yeah, they ain't got no pictures of them, except these mug shots. But of course, they don't have no real pictures except this little half picture of Laquan right here. But Laquan, he is on PCP in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
With a knife in his hand. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's kind of graphic. But people are pointing him out. He this way. He running this way.
Like for a while, he already been acting up in this area. That's why the police came out there, because he was terrorizing the area.
With a knife in his hand, threatening people with it. He was out of control. Now he's running down the street right now, in the middle of the street. High is a kite with a knife in his hand. Now he goes up, he's doing all this shenanigans. All this. I'm gonna pause it. Because I think the officer ended up shooting him at some point. He shoot him right here. He actually started shooting him right here. And so he shoots him 12 times. The kid died before he hit the ground.
Right.
YouTube. It's not a video of the shooting. The shooting didn't occur yet. I paused it. So, but This officer the only one that shot him, and shot him 12 times. He went to prison. He got charged with second-degree murder. And I was pretty accurate on that charge because they said first degree, but I said nah, it's second degree. He got charged second-degree murder. But why are you doing this?
It's so many
Time and
different
time
things.
again.
So many bad decisions. I mean, I'm an anti-drug person, and I always say the drugs are terrible. It's killing people. It's making them turn into the zombies and the violent zombies at that. So if the drugs is part of it, and then you got here with a knife, you're not obeying commands because you're high on drugs. You don't even know what's going on. So this, unfortunately, was inevitable. You're going to be out here, and if it wasn't the cops, it could have been somebody else. They try to run up on, and they got a gun and they kill him. Now, if that were to happen, then nobody would care. This wouldn't be a conversation. Just be another dead black man out there in Chicago. Who cares? So what? You know, that'd be how it goes. But because it was a police-involved shooting, now he's a household name.
I got this full highlight tape that I saved. I'm gonna send it to my guy to put this in actual video form. But I got a full highlight tape for y'all. I'm gonna go with text only. I'm gonna email. I'm gonna Slack this to myself, and I'm gonna pull it up in Slack. I want y'all to see this. Like, I just archived maybe 5. It's way more than that. It's like 15 videos on here. But I archived some videos of what's going on in the inner city. Now we just saw the police. I want y'all to see this other stuff, because people, they often want to talk about police and white supremacy and all these different things. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 links, and I got sleepy. That's why I didn't get more.
Right.
But it's a commercial. So after this commercial, I'm just gonna run through a couple of these situations, and you tell me what's the biggest problem in these inner city communities. And I think some people have watched this one, seen this one. So the car comes by, right? It's double back. It's checking people out. And then they pull up all these people out here.
Oh,
Now,
I see where it's going here. Yeah, I see. They probably sprayed that whole corner.
Spray the whole corner. Multiple people down. This is what you would consider a mass shooting.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
They talk about these school shootings. This is a mass shooting. He shot all these people. Like they said, like at least a few of them were actually hit. Just indiscriminately. They shoot people. This person trying to get in his car, he ain't got nothing to do with it.
Right.
These people getting popped, he got hit. All this stuff indiscriminately. I got more. We're gonna go to more, ABL. Just a couple more, because I want people to see what I'm talking about. Because it's white supremacy, white man, the white man, the white man, the white man, white man, the white man, the white man.
But every single day we see something different.
Brothers in here fighting. He didn't got popped. I think they finna show it. He got shot in the leg. I think his pants came down. No, that's her arm right there. I wouldn't be surprised.
This right here is Atlanta. Like when I travel, when I go to Hartsfield Jackson and I drive to the parking place, I'm not stopping until I get an hour outside of Atlanta, because some gas stations, morning, noon, or night, you might mess around and lose your life.
Pull a gun on people, shooting them. I got more, ABL. I got more. I'm gonna play one more, because I got like 8 of them on here. This one was crazy too. This was the craziest one.
Atlanta, what'd I say?
Atlanta.
right on time.
Look, they arguing. He got a gun on him. This dude put out a machine gun. AK.
See,
look, his girlfriend in the car right here. Broad daylight. This is in front of everybody. His girl got hit. I think he shot in the arm. At a convenience store. B. Tatum, why you ain't never in the hood? You ain't never in the hood. You and ABL, y'all don't even really go to the hood.
I'm cool. I ain't trying to lose my life for what? For why? To please one person on Instagram? Why do that? I got bigger fish to fry in my life rather than trying to please one guy that don't even like me no way.
y'all ain't even in the hood like that. This is a different shooting.
It's
This
Chicago
ain't the
here.
same one. This is, you got 15 people attending. They shot 15 people. They were attending a funeral of another black man.
Hey, but you know what? The funeral shootings are common. Like,
Right.
have you been to a funeral with security before?
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah, like it was crazy. Like armed security in the funeral home.
Because it's normally these gang retaliation type things. So these are kids right here. Kid. This is a baby. Dude holding a baby. Kids.
Right.
Just don't even care.
Nope.
Don't even care. Don't even care.
Crazy.
You know, and be telling you ain't never in the hood, you don't never go to the hood. It's not that I don't want to be there. It's that you have to be strategic about the things that you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be pulling up because you want to look good on IG.
Nah, not gonna do it. My life is more valuable than all of that. I don't care about what people say. I'm just trying to keep my life. Where's this? Melrose? Where is this? Oh, this is Virginia, I think. Northern Virginia.
Pulling up on him. Trying to rob him and his girl in the parking lot. These are all POCs.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep playing them. Y'all gonna get a sneak peek. Y'all gonna get a sneak peek of these videos. And this dude right here, this is a funny one. I'm gonna actually play the audio on this one. It ain't funny, but it's kind of interesting. So this guy gets into a shooting in his front yard. Now I want y'all to listen to what he said about the guy in the video.
Nobody, I don't do anything to nobody, you know, it's been very, traumatizing.
Go back.
This 39-year-old victim didn't want his identity shown, but does want his story shared.
I don't hurt nobody, I don't do anything to nobody, you know, it's been very, traumatizing.
I don't do nothing to nobody. I ain't did nothing. It's just very traumatizing. Just keep listening.
He says the trouble began when he and his girlfriend arrived home and a suspect with a gun came out of nowhere.
I automatically reached inside the car and put the gun pointed to his head, but I seen that he had the gun pointed to her head with the trigger. So I said, if I shoot him, he gonna shoot her.
He went around the vehicle, saw another suspect, and started shooting. The victim is seen wearing a bulletproof vest. He says he regularly wears one.
By me being over.
He regularly wears a bulletproof vest. Just.
Hey, you know where you live in that is crazy. I mean, hey, it came in handy that day, didn't it?
God dang.
I mean, you living in the war zone, you gotta, you gotta dress appropriately. Like if I go to Afghanistan right now, I ain't gonna be over there wearing some shorts and flip flops. I'm gonna wear my full body armor. That's just what it is.
Bruh, I'm gonna keep going. I got more. I don't know what they over here doing. People taking the L. They got some gruesome ones, man, but I'm not gonna play them. So I guess the drug deal gone bad or something.
Probably.
What's he doing?
Oh, ducking down because it was I don't know.
Like a shooting came. Maybe somebody in this car shooting?
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know what's going on with that. I think
see that.
In the other car, maybe.
Yeah, so they end up shooting. Let's see what it says.
And when he lay down over there too, he got scared, you know.
The two people who ran in the store later run out, get back in the car, and drive off. Police say a 17-year-old girl and 18-year-old man were shot.
And this is just adults. Now I'm gonna go at some point and get the kids in there because there's like 200 and something kids that have been shot in these inner city violence. And all I'm saying is that, and somebody in the comment section, let's talk about solutions.
Oh, okay. One of those. Okay.
What are the solutions? We'll talk about. We talk about the solutions on every time we live stream, but we'll go back and forth. AB, I'll let you start. We'll go back and forth about the solutions that we think are to the problem.
All right. Now I'm gonna break it down. Not too long, but I'm gonna start first with real things you can do right now, and then also, if I was a king, what would I do? Now, first thing what you could do right now is you got to have tougher sentencing on criminals, because in a lot of these cities, you got the same violent offenders that keep doing the same thing over and over again, but they get slaps on the wrist. Oh, you didn't shot this person, you didn't shot this gas station up, you didn't beat this person up, got caught with a bunch of fentanyl and cocaine and pills and whatnot on you, and you just barely getting a few months. You might not even get prosecuted. That's got to be the thing. Also, invest more into police. Talking about defund the police. How are you going to have any kind of crime fighting or crime solving with no police? I mean, you're going to have Wild Wild West. Invest more into the police. Prosecute these guys to the fullest rather than giving them slaps on the wrist. Like, oh, he was a good boy. Here's his 8th grade graduation picture. He was, I know he's 18 years old, face covered in tattoos, and he got a bunch of violent offenses on his record, but he was a good boy 8 years ago. Nah, that's got to stop, because that's causing the problem. And these criminals, the thing about it is, they're not that dumb. They understand that they're being treated softly. I know guys is in the street like that, and they know that if they do certain things, what'll happen? Would it be the consequence? Okay, if I'm in Virginia and I get caught with a gun, that's 5 years automatic. They know the law very well because they deal with the law all the time. So when you give them outs, when you give them slaps on the wrist, they take it. So that's the main thing. Tougher on the crime. And also, please bring the dads back into the house. Please stop incentivizing this welfare state, because if I was a king, that's what I would say. I would eliminate the welfare state. No more welfare, no more WIC, EBT, Section 8, none of that stuff, because that's incentivizing the welfare state. That's removing the father from the household. And with no dads, you see the stats. 80% of prison inmates come from single parent households with no men, with no male structure. The kids go wild, they do whatever they want to do. These are the thugs, these are the violent criminals that are out there. So that'll be my thing. Dads, tough punishment, and police. Gotta have it.
Man, I don't even know if I can add much to that. And shout out to everybody that's watching on Rumble. We live streaming on Rumble as well. I forget the super chats on Rumble, but it's supposed to be Rumbles or something like that. I forget what it's called. I gotta remember. And shout out to the people on Rumble, man. They take care of me on Rumble. If only I could have the same reach on Rumble, I would get rid of YouTube altogether. I'd never look back. But shout out to Rumble for putting us on. I really appreciate it. But I'd say add faith to it. I would add faith to it. Like, I feel like that in the past, we had faith in community more so than we have now. And why is faith important? Because faith is the idea, or the I want to say the security of families. The whole concept of mother and father in the household, marriage and stuff comes from the faith structure. And when these pimps disguised as pastors are just pimping you for money, and they're not teaching you the moral good that you should be doing, they're not teaching you what Jesus did according to the Bible, then you see the downgrade or the degradation of families. So I think the faith will get people back to the family structure. And what does that mean? You as an individual. The thing is that people are always looking for this big grandiose turnaround. It's like, you be the part of the change. Don't wait on everybody else. You be the part. You raise your kids right. The solution with faith is also self-accountability, personal responsibility, individuality. You do good. You raise a good family. You be a pastor in the community that's actually doing what's good. You become a police officer and actually affect the change that you want to see. And I do also agree that we need to vote differently. We need to vote, for our best interests as Black people. And you're living in these Democrat-run cities that are completely running these cities through the ground. And if you're gonna continue to run the cities through the ground, or vote for people who run the cities through the ground, you're not gonna get anywhere. Vote for conservative policies. Vote for conservatives to lead the community. What do you have to lose? You've been running in one direction for since the 60s. It's time to make a difference. So I'd say faith. Faith will build the family, personal responsibility, accountability, individuality. And then I will also add voting in your best interest, not party line. And how do we do it, ABL? The way we do it, and I'll start it off and then I'll kick it to you. The way that we do it is through the mind, because we can't physically be in every city in the United States of America. We can be in the city online. we can help create a different thought in a person. Because when that person's mind changes, their actions begin to change, and then they begin to affect people around them. So instead of saying, I'm gonna go to Chicago for 2 days, and then I'm never going back, I can't follow up with nothing. I'm gonna go to Chicago for 2 days and waste my time and potentially get killed. Or I can speak every day, and people, the Chicagoans who actually want to hear the truth, will hear it and affect change in their own community. That's the way I see it.
And that's perfectly said. Because, like you said, you can't be there all the time. It's just like, people say that you got to mentor a lot of kids. It's like, well, I mean, I can't just go to your community and mentor your son. I mean, I can't really do that. But I mean, you have the technology to reach everyone whenever. Everybody got a cell phone. They be on all these other websites. They be on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever they're at. The TikTok doing whatever they want to do. They can go to YouTube. As a matter of fact, they can go to Instagram. They can go to TikTok too. We over there. Our content is there. Our reach is there. All they got to do is come find us. And we may have an event at a particular place that's close to where you live. We're not going to be right on Oak Block in Chicago. I'm not ducking no bullets. I'll come down to this convention center where it's nice and secure and everything's cool. Come down there and talk to us. We could do stuff like that. That's probably the best way to go about it, because all the other stuff is just, it's for the gram, it's for social media. It's not going to actually make a difference. Even if we did do it, even if we did go to the so-called hood, it's not making the difference, because the reality is most people there don't know about politics at all. They know nothing. You're going to talk to a brick wall, really, if you go to the hood. But those who want to hear your message, those who want to hear what you got to say, they'll come to you. They'll find you. That's the best way to be. Just be available for them to find you any kind of way you can, which is the best way we're doing right now on the internet with the technology. That's how you go about it.
And everybody has a role in this. I feel like we have a platform of millions of people we reach per month to do the very thing. Speak life to people, give education, teach people about politics, or at least give them a different perspective. Talk about these current issues to give people a idea of what the truth is. That's what our job is. That's why we have a platform. There are other people who do not have social media and they actually live in the inner city. Well, what's your job? When we say it to them and their minds begin to change, you should physically be there. You live there.
That's right.
You live there. You're there every day. Your kids go to the school. People want us to be in everybody's community.
Right.
No, this is like Mormons go on mission trips. And I think other religions do too. Christians do it as well. But Mormons go on a mission trip. Do they go on a mission trip and stay there permanently? No, that's not the point. The point is to go there and create disciples and raise them up the right way and help them to lead their own community, and you leave. I think Mormons go on a mission trip, I think, for 2 years, and then they go back home. What's the point? You go and you serve and you help build the people who live there to be sustainable, and then you go back home. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of the concept that I see. You don't go live there. You don't somehow go and live in all of these places in perpetuity. You go there to affect change, and you go there to empower people to lead. Now, a mission trip is different. We're not going to go on no mission trips, but we on the internet and we can be in all these places. We're empowering you to do stuff in your own community in the digital sense. There are people who are called to do it physically, but that's not that at this point in time. That's not what we're doing. But anyway, on to another subject. ABL, what you doing for Christmas, man?
Hey man, just hanging with the family, just doing the family thing out here in Tennessee. So just doing that, chilling out. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, man. I know it's an abrupt change in topics, but yeah, we when my oldest son spent Christmas with us, we do Christmas. We have it all thing, whatever. We had a Christmas tree presents under the thing.
Okay.
But when he's with his mom for Christmas, we just chill, man. We just have a good time. Bo, he too little to really know what he opening. We got the family over right now. I just barbecued. That's why I was late, because I was at the barbecue.
Okay.
But anyway, comment in the comment section, y'all. What do y'all do for Christmas? What are you gonna do for Christmas? Now, I'm just gonna put it out there. I think Christmas is a pagan holiday, but however, I could see through that and understand that I'm celebrating, Jesus Christ, and beyond that, I can push the nuances out the way. I hope the kids ain't watching, because I don't plan on raising my son with no Santa Claus. I'm the daddy Claus. I'm the one. I'm the one that in real life, I'm the one. If you good or bad, is I'm gonna get you something or not.
That's right.
So
That's right.
That's the way I look at it. But anyway, man, I just want to jump on here, man, and have a conversation with you. Thank you for being available.
Oh, it's all good, man.
I think we had a pretty good stream. Do you got anything else you want to add before we bounce?
And that's pretty much it. To everybody, y'all have a Merry Christmas and enjoy. Safe traveling wherever you're going. If you're going to a blue state, I'm sorry for you, man. If you got to wear a mask and get the vax to go into your grandma's house to open up gifts, that's no bueno, man. So hopefully everybody's having you have a good time wherever you're going. Put it to you that way.
Yeah, some people on my team going home and their parents they family want to be vaxxed and all this sort of stuff, or they got to take a COVID test to go around their family. I get it, but how strict do you really want to be?
I mean, I could see if you got like a 1,000-year-old grandma, maybe.
Right. And then also, like, if you take the test before you get on the plane, you may catch it on the plane.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
What is the test gonna show? Nothing. I mean, you would have to test like every day while you're out there. And then what if you could be, what if the test give you a false positive or a false negative and you got it, but it said you don't have it? My thing is that if you're that concerned, then don't have the family gathering. Do it on Zoom or something. But don't beat your family members up over this stuff, man. But anyway, man, I love you guys. Y'all go follow ABL. Tell them where you find your stuff. I want to say it for you. I was gonna say ABL.com, but I don't know if that's what it is.
Oh, nah, close enough. But search this right here, ABL on YouTube. I'll be the first result to pop right on up. There you go. Search that. And go to my website as well, AnthonyBLogan.com. That is ANTHONY, that letter B, LOGAN.com. I got my email on there, my snail mail, my social media accounts is all on there. Check me out. Also, go to ABLmerch.com. We got hats, t-shirts, stickers, hoodies, mugs, and more. And also, you guys are asking about the flags. If you go to my regular website, AnthonyBLogan.com, go to the menu. It'll say wooden flags. Click that link right there. It'll take you straight to it.
Perfect. And one thing that I just started incorporating is that the text number. So text Tatum to 53445. Text Tatum to 53445 if you want to stay connected with me. When I do events, we'll send out the notification, and we have it to where if I'm doing an event in Nashville, I can send it to only the people that live in Nashville that's subscribed to the text blast. When I have discounts or whatever, I'm gonna start reserving it just for the people on the text account. So when I have discounts, if you on the text link or whatever, you'll get the discounts. Places that I speak, my book, whatever, book signing, anything like that. It is. Somebody put the wrong number in there. It's 53445. Let me put it on there before somebody gives somebody the wrong thing, and then they be texting somebody else's number. 53445. Text Tatum to. Got to put in quotes because somebody gonna put Tatum 2 and then get mad at me. Okay, perfect. And I'll pin that message so y'all can see that. But anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Every Thursday we try to do this just to have a panel discussion and different ideas. We're gonna try to start adding more people on here as we can. But I really appreciate y'all. I hope all y'all have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you on the next one. We out.
Peace.